Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Audition.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Who are you closest at home?
Of course, Dad.
Give me two words to define your dad.
Handsome and very disciplined.
What's your relation like with your father?
It was a normal relation, very loving. He understood me, but he was not very demonstrative.
When did you first get your periods?
I was in the 7th standard, so about I was 13 and a half at that time.
Who did you first tell about it? Your mom, sister, friend, aunt, or someone else?
No, I told my grandmom because my mother was working, so I told my grandmom. I used to be close to her, so I told her about it.
Did your father ever spoke to you about periods?
No, never. Not in our generation. No, no, no. It was a girl thing. Like we only spoke to our grandmother or our mother or our sister.
Why do you think women hide their pads in newspapers, carry bag around their fathers?
Because it's like only we were like taught when we were growing up, like you should not tell anyone if you get your periods. So I used to just tell my grandmom or my aunt or my mother at the most. We were not supposed to reveal it. If it's you are like you have your periods, you just keep it to yourself. Don't tell it to anybody, and sometimes not even to our friends.
Did you take money from your father saying you need to buy pads?
No, no, never. In fact, I used to not take money from my grandmother or my mother also. They used to buy us the pad and give it to us, and we used to take it to school or use it.
Did you feel comfortable discarding pads in your shared family washroom?
No, not then. Not when we were younger in school and college. No, no, no. We were like very shy. In our generation, we were very shy. We were like very scared. Like we used to hide it and we used to throw it.
Do you think growing up would have been different if your father spoke to you about periods?
I think, yeah, we would have been more comfortable, but that thought never struck us then because we thought it was all a girl thing. And it's like, you have to keep it in the woman's joke. Like, you can tell your sister, your mother. But then, yes, I think if I was open with my father, everything would have been very, eased out and very comfortable for us.
You think you would be ever comfortable talking to your father about periods as you are with your girlfriends, partners, moms?
Like I told you, like then, like in the 80s, like we were in school in the 80s, late 80s, mid 80s. Then like we were not supposed to talk, though my father, like when I got my periods, my mother had told him, and like but then he didn't make me feel that he knows about it, but I knew. I was only 13. I knew that my mother must have told him. But then, yes, in our generation we were. But yes, if he was like in those days, if it would have been more open, then we would have been more comfortable with our male members in the family.
Thank you for allowing us to have this talk with you.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.